Listen, child, they said, oh, we still fighting. We're still upset from the previous week. In the middle of the fight, RuPaul hops on the screen and says, y'all got to go home. The lady said, go home. 7 months later, they return with one exception and then a new exception. A Eurovision challenge, a day at the beach runway. Honey, we got lots to talk about here. Cue my theme music. Listen. Yeah! Yes, dog! Oh. Get that out of there! Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and become a part of this Rant Pack family, and share this video with your friends, your kens, or anybody that you hate and anybody in between, and for bitches that make videos about you and me, honey, okay? That's an inside joke. Let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way so we can get into this episode here. You can follow me at Matty Rants on both Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you can also book me on Cameo with Matty Rants. I actually got a recent booking I need to get to now. I've just been really busy this week. Also, you can find me on Twitter at the Matty Rants, T-H-E Matty Rants, and of course here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, do all those fun things. You can also donate to the channel, please and thank you. That's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. I appreciate anything and everything that's done, such as hearts, likes, comments, any donations. I appreciate everything from everyone. I love you, my Rant Pack family. Don't forget that we have Drag Race Season 13, Saturday review, and then Sunday we have the panel. Now, before we get into this episode, I do know that there was a special for Queens on lockdown, and it was basically sort of chronicling their moments in between the 7 months break that they had when it came to filming. I'm not going to talk about it in this review. I'm actually going to save that for the panel so I have a group discussion with everybody when we talk about Drag Race UK. And I want to keep this strictly on the Eurovision Song Contest, okay? Let's start. Whew. I need to change my shirt. Can you feel the love? No. They're all feeling some kind of way. It's a little bit weird for them that Jenny left the way she did. Sister had no idea what was going on for the first few moments of the lip syncing until she heard someone say, girl, turn around, like, take a look, like, you by yourself doing this, which is not funny, but at the same time, I feel where the other queens feel like that was disrespectful and that that was some fucked up thing to do. But at the same time, I'm also like, that's Jenny and that's Lemon and that's how she wanted to leave. That's how she wanted to leave. Okay. You never know what's going on in someone's life or how they're feeling. Again, Jenny said that she was never a competitor in the first place. She just wanted to do her own thing. That's Jenny, and I'm going to leave it at that. Although, for any queen that wanted to be on this season of Drag Race UK, I would feel some kind of way. That I auditioned, I tried, I did my best, wasn't good enough, and then somebody who took my spot walked off the set like, this is not for me. But actually, the arguing is still stuck on Veronica Green versus damn near everybody at this point. And I think Veronica Green is underestimated, but I think sometimes that she may feel she's underestimated. Like, they really don't find me to be a threat. I think they do. You won the second episode. You got a repeater badge. You got one of them on you, honey. So you are a threat. Now, you had a really bad week, and this runway saved you. I was here for Bimini going, well, girl, we put you in the bottom for your performance, but this runway was it. Veronica was on a defense tour. Tia Coffee wanted to insert something in. Lawrence decides to speak as usual. Tia's can I finish my statement? Lawrence is getting very angry and upset. Lawrence does this. When Lawrence gets challenged by anybody, when it comes to like a joke or them like, I guess, poking fun or prodding at her, if it's not a funny joke, it's going to be something like, bitch, or what? It's going to be very aggressive. I've seen that from Lawrence. Like, now who you coming for, girl? I see it. All of a sudden, the alarms start blaring and the queens are confused. What the fuck is going on here? RuPaul pops up on the screen and lets the babies know, honey, the pandemic's gotten deep. We gots to go, and I'm not getting sick for you hoes. So, peace. Cut. 7 months later, the queens returned back into the workroom, with the exception of one. Veronica Green, unfortunately, does not return back into the workroom as she tested positive for coronavirus prior to them needing to come back into the competition. RuPaul has extended an open invitation for her to join for season 3, which we all know at this point in time with UK, better happen. Don't keep us waiting like Canada did. Season 3 better happen, because season 2 is it. Season 2 is it. Anywho, everyone comes in one by one. Everyone has their little moments here and there. Sister has a new face. Cheeks. A little. The teeth were done. I was like, okay, sister, do what you want to do. Get yourself together how you feel you want to feel. Get yourself within your fantasy. I was very here for this. Taste looked like Spider-Man. Lawrence, your joke didn't miss me with the looking like Spider-Man. We know you shot your webs all over Ahura during this lockdown. Also, Taste and Ahura were like, oh, we're flatmates together. We live together now. We're not just fucking. RuPaul gives them the announcement, welcomes them back. It's been 7 months. This has been a crazy ordeal. But I'm glad we're all here together. We're going to continue with the competition. Veronica has an open spot for next season. Oh, Brit Crew! Now, at first, I thought this was going to be some furry business for my fur babies out there. Shout out to you, because, you know, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate in this household of rants. We don't. And there's some fur babies out there that live that fur fantasy, okay? We saw some animals come in through the room. 3 of them in particular. It was like, what the fuck is going on here? An elephant, a cow, and a dog. Okay. The Brit Crew removes their mask, and we find underneath that it's Joe Black, first one eliminated, Cherry Valentine, second one eliminated, and Estina Mandela, third one eliminated. RuPaul has decided, because Veronica Green can't come back, we might as well make this one of these American twists and have one of the eliminated queens return back into this competition. She then gives the other queens the ability to vote for that person versus it being like some sort of contest. And we have a whole challenge that we're going to do and see about them coming back. Love it. Joe Black got the majority of the votes. A lot of the queens wanted to see Joe Black back in the competition. Estina Mandela got the other votes. I don't remember Cherry getting any. But Cherry's still a fierce queen. Nothing against Cherry. I just think that they were like, Joe went home so early, let's bring Joe back. And for Estina, I saw from the other queens, those are my hometown girls. We want Estina back in, or we miss Estina. Anywho, Joe Black is back in the competition. Let's hope they don't get sent home first, like almost every queen that returns back into the competition. I already saw the episode. I'll continue. After Joe's returned back into the competition and we're sitting with a nice 8, a good 8 queens here, RuPaul gives them their main Maxi challenge. This is a Eurovision contest challenge, but it's Ruruvision. The teams are going to compete against each other in 2 groups, basically 4 against 4, and they're going to be doing the same song. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, we'll get to the song in a second. Oof. They basically need to choreograph their own routines. They need to create their own lyrics, whether it's rapping or singing, to this song, this original song, and perform it on stage. And based on who is the best group, the best girl group, will be the winners of this week's challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and say this now so we don't have to wait until later on. Whoever wins, the group themselves, the winning group will win the repeater badge. There's not just one person in the group. The entire group gets a win. So this would be the time, if you want a badge, to get a motherfucking badge. Like, that's all I'm saying. Because I was like, bitch, so you're telling me, and they didn't know this, but you're telling me, because after this all happened through judging, it was like, now hold up. All 4 of them? For real? Yes, sister, yes. So if one was fucking up, she got a badge just for being in the group. Lawrence Chaney gets to pick his group because they won last week. And Joe Black gets to pick the other group because Joe is returning to the competition. They're very specific with their choices, with the exception of Ahura being last, but I kind of felt like that was on purpose because she ended up in the group I thought she was going to be in anyways. Lawrence ends up picking Taste, Bimini, and Ahura, who was last picked. And then Joe Black goes with the Cap route and picks Tia Coffee, Sister, and Ellie Diamond. We're gonna break this all down in just a second here, and I'm gonna talk about what I thought of the individual performances, and then what my idea of how choreography would have went down for me, and then the entire performances themselves. Teams are Banana Drama, which would be Joe Black's group. I was like, Banana Rama? No, Banana Drama. I was like, oh, okay. And then Lawrence's group is the United King Dolls. Of course, there are a couple of reservations. Lawrence is nervous because Lawrence is not a dancer. But again, we have seen Lawrence pull out moves or stunts, in character to really keep themselves going here. Joe's happy to be back, but there's also pressure about being eliminated then returning. And also, these queens are like, bitch, if I go home now with someone being sick, not being able to come back in the competition, and then someone coming back in that was eliminated, ooh, I'm gonna be pissed. So I do sense that a lot, but I also know everyone wants to show their talents, and Eurovision is a huge, huge deal to them. So this is like, okay, let's make this happen. Let's do this here. Are all songs that go through Eurovision like this? I don't remember from the clips that I've seen, but I was like, bitch, I don't know if I could do bing, bang, bong, sing, sang, song, bing, bang, bong, UK, I can't. I'm sorry, I cannot. I will not. I won't. It's not gonna happen. It's very High School Musical to me, and I didn't like not one of them. I don't care about your Zac Efrons. I cared about him after the show. Or your Corbin Blues. I cared about him after the show. And can't remember the rest of the cast. But I'm just saying, no. MNEK is the guest judge and also assisting with their vocals. Shout out to you. Love, love, love MNEK. Everyone did decent. A lot of people had good lyrics, good parts of this. I'll be real with you. I was not mad at most people's words specifically. I do want to say to production that you're an ass for simply making it seem like Ahora's lyrics were going to be her just doing sex noises the entire time. I assumed that's all we were going to get. When she came out and had lyrics, I was like, gasp. It's not just one thing. Oh, fabulous. I love Bimini's part because Bimini was sort of like trying to sing and it was like, girl, no, just be Bimini. And guess what? Worked out perfectly, sounded great, fabulous. Like, good advice and a great vocal coach or someone to at least help them work on making something sound a lot better than, razor blades and a peanut butter sandwich. Like, who needs that? Razor blades and a peanut butter sandwich. Where am I going? Where am I going? I thought Taste killed her part too. Taste and Tia killed their parts. So let's go ahead and jump on to choreography. Joe Black's group, Banana Drama, was horrible. Ellie Diamond was trying to make the boom cats happen. Tia Coffee was trying to keep it simple for the girls that don't have any rhythm. And Joe Black is sitting there simply like, what is going on? I'm trying to listen to the screen. It's not working for me. Getting close. Like, it was this, and this. Woo. No. No. I'm Ellie Diamond, where it's like, girl, we gotta change this up and make it seem a little bit complicated. I get y'all can't dance, but you can at least learn something we can try here. However, when one person starts the lead and everyone's still paying attention, you interjecting every 20 seconds is not gonna help this get through. So I saw the frustration with Tia and I saw the frustration with Sister and Joe Black. It was just like, girl, we're just trying to get something to look cute. And honestly, the end result was not that. Not really. No. The United King Dolls. Okay, I love you, Taste. I love you, Taste, because that was all me, boo. Taste was like, all right, chickadees, we're about to get you together. I need y'all to do this. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 1, boom, boom. It was like, let's go. And we're going to stay on things for a second here to help you get it. Because Lawrence Chaney may have been the only person that had an issue with the choreography. But as you saw with the end result, Lawrence came the fuck through. I will say that, honestly, Ellie and Lawrence should have traded places. Or if Ellie was on the team with Taste, Ahura, and Bimini, she would have fell right into that choreography as something that she's used to doing as she was trying to get them to do. Versus Lawrence over here being afraid of a boom cap, and now going over to this team over here, Banana Rama Drama, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, and would have had herself some nice chair exercise moves. You know that lady at 5 a.m. in the morning on PBS, this is for the folks in the States here, where she's in her chair and she's doing her exercises, and that's it, honey. It's not too much. We just don't go too high. Don't stretch too high, but you're going to get a little exercise, okay? Either way, the United King dolls shat on the Banana Drama's team's choreography. Let's talk about the whole routine itself, okay? I do not like this song once again. It sounds like a 2-season Nick Jr. show. I don't want it. No. It'll be popular later. They'll bring it back like 5 years later, but I didn't like the song. I liked United King Dolls' full looks, everybody together. I was here for it, including Lawrence's look. That was a little bit more, playful than the rest of the girls who were giving sexy, but I enjoyed their lyrics more. I thought Taste slayed. I thought Ahura did a good job. I thought Bimini did a great job. I thought Lawrence did excellent. And the choreography was the best part of their routine and act. It was very good. It was very clean, good transitions. I was like, oh, this wasn't easy. This choreography was not easy. It was not difficult, but it was certainly something to where you would need to take time to learn. So I was here for it. Are you joking me? Left to right, left to right, points at her, makes a sound. Like, what is happening? It was so basic. It was so bad. I actually like Sister's outfit. I was okay with Tia's. We'll get to Joe Black in a second because RuPaul was not happy. And Ellie wore something we've seen before. There you go. I didn't like everybody's lyrics. I liked Tia's. I was cool with Sisters. Ellie's was kind of, and Joe's was Glenn Close. So I was like, okay. I still don't understand the finger wave look with this group. And then the dress that she was wearing, while we know it was H&M $25 sale rack, we got that. It was like, what are you wearing? What are you doing? What's happening here? It was not my favorite moment. No, ma'am. No, Mr. Black. But overall, this was entertaining. I just was more entertained by the first group than the second group. And I think the United King dolls should have gone second and had the other group go first. Because RuPaul was very happy for United King dolls. But honey, the moment Banana Drama stepped out, that face went dark. It was very, She just was staring at Joe's dress like, did this bitch really walk up in here like this? Before we get into the runway here, I do want to discuss what they were talked about in the workroom that is important. That is an important conversation. During the pandemic, a lot of us were affected financially. I myself had a lot of gigs that were booked for all of 2020 that were coming up for me, but everything changed and that completely stopped my bag, as well as a lot of other people with their 9-to-5s. Other jobs too, especially those in entertainment especially those in the entertainment industry, depend on the social scene to be huge, to make their money. So Bimini and Lawrence having that conversation about struggling with money and job security because of the pandemic, that was very relatable and that hit hard. So anybody who's still affected by that, anybody still going through that, you have all my love and my support. You know I'm with you in that struggle. So yeah, when they had that moment, man, I was like, ooh. Now this season is getting into the pandemic. We've been there with season 13 because that was filmed during the pandemic. This was filmed prior to and while this was still happening. So it's amazing. But let's get into the runway. So I see a trend now with Miss RuPaul here. She's like, girl, we're going to just show legs for the rest of the season. I would hate to see her in a long gown later, but we know we're going to get it. This is a cute look. This is something I normally would see from Miss RuPaul. Like, it's that same kind of silhouette design. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I do like how this pink looks like crushed fabric all over her, just crushed fabric all over her skin. The wig is right, the makeup is done. But I think Michelle Visage slayed this week. I live for this dragon scale-esque look on the shoulders. I live for how her hair is gray with this streak. Like, she just started embracing this for this season, but we already have been seeing it for the for 13. But this is one of the best looks I've ever seen Michelle in. Period. MNEK looks great. Love the hair. Fabulous styling. Fabulous. And then, of course, Graham is excellent. So... So we already talked about the performances from this week, so let's get into the runway. Category is Day at the Beach. First up is Bimini Bon Boulage. Okay, this is fire for many reasons. Why to me? Because this is giving me, like, especially with how she did her makeup, it was this almost baby doll 1920s-esque, sort of like you would find one of those pictures that's black and white from back in the day, and this beautiful model would just happen to be there with her little with her swimming cap on and her umbrella. But to me, it was fashion. This was beautiful. I thought this was a moment. It was to me, very French. I don't know why I loved it so much, but I was really here for Bimini's look. The blue, the way everything was done and put together. Yeah, it's gorgeous. This is gorgeous. And I love a little lace umbrella. Next up is Taste. Ooh, Taste. You want to know why I like this one so much? It's a new wig. It's not the same fucking wig. It's not that bow straight, long, yes God wig, but it's a good wig. I love this look, this silhouette on her, this casting of a net with these seashells all over the body. Very goddess type of feel where she came from where she was walking up from the ocean. You know, I grant you a very wish. I think this is a fire look from Taste. I'm very happy with it. It's not too much. It's simple, but it's very clean and it's well done. It's well put together. Ahura is up next, and she's our first bag of chips of the night. We thought this would be the only one. This is clever. This is clever. I love the fact that she has this newspaper, the way it's bunched in, where it gives her a waist. I like the fact that the ketchup bottle's on top of her head, dripping with ketchup. The fries are huge in the back. It's a little bit of a playful costume, but it's a well-done one. So, yeah, I give this one top marks. I thought it was cool. I was like, okay, all right. And there's tea later. We'll get to that in a second. Lawrence Chaney wraps up the first group, and Lawrence, what? I mean, okay, all right. This could have just been one regular dress, an orange and silver one, very, very well done, mind you. But the lifesaver on top of her head, sister, that matches perfectly with the dress. There's also the netting that goes with this theme here for the top part of the dress. Perfectly done. But then the best part for me was when you turn around and it says, no diving on the ass. Lawrence Chaney, you're that girl. You've been that girl. You're still that girl. 7 months later, you're still her. Puss puss. I loved it. Yes. Everything. Ellie Diamond starts up the Banana Drama group. She's literally a fucking seagull. She's literally a seagull. Seagull lady. Seagull lady. Whoa, 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 she's a seagull lady. With a polka dot bikini, I give this so many high markers because of how this could have gone bad, and it actually was really, really good. It was really good. I'm sorry. Ellie Diamond, this was a serve. This was slayed severely. And you had on heels with those duck feet. Excuse me, seagull feet. I love a creative bitch like Ellie. This is like so good. Next up is Tia Coffee. Oh, Tia. Tia. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Tia to have better taste. The cone looked cheap underneath, girl. It looked like a buffet ice cream that you would get at the end of a nice long dinner. And they're like, girl, we got that ice cream machine working, or I should say frozen yogurt machine. Then, the ice cream that's draping the body up top, it does not give ice cream. I got whipped foam maybe, but I was missing the ice cream. Yes, you have a cherry on top of your head. It's cute. The wig itself is cute. You gave olive oil, olive ice cream oil, bitch, like real tea. But when RuPaul mentioned the club and then she started bringing up everything that went with it, girl, it was like, yeah. Like, this could have been so much better. This could have been leaps and bounds elevated. So I am sad that this is what came down the runway. I got what you were going for. It's a day at the beach. You want an ice cream cone. Fucking adorable. But this ain't it. It's not her. It will never be. Girl, look at it. I mean, just takes away from her entire body. It really does. Like, it just makes this, there's no figure whatsoever. Even if it was straight, it needed to be a straight line. It was just, it's all over the place. Now, Sister is next, and she is the second bag of chips. Although with this one, I'd like to say that Sister actually was giving me more ketchup spilling out of a newspaper than a bag of chips. The seagull was a nice touch on top of the head. I did like how she did her makeup and the wig and all that kind of stuff. I thought the idea or the concept was there, but the execution was not done well. That's how I looked at it. T, in the background, for Untucked, Ahura addressed Sister as stealing her idea because Ahura Ben had that look before they went on lockdown. And Sister had a Pamela Anderson look that she was going to do, but then changed her mind and switched it over to this look. Ahura feels like she was inspired by her, and Sister is mad because you're taking away from her creative genius. Well, I gotta tell you, you came out in a creative, you came out in the same outfit, you came out in a similar outfit as her, and it wasn't good. So yeah, it didn't sit well for you, no matter what. Last and not least, we missed you crazy bitch. Joe Black. Joe Black, I almost feel like they brought you back just so you could showcase this look, because when you showed it on the first episode, the entire internet erupted. Like, we're not going to see what that wig goes to. But no. This is the best thing that you have worn on this stage. Yes, it is. It's quite everything. It looks so awesome. This is camp. You are on the pier, honey. The wind is blowing extremely hard, but you wanted to have a good time. Fuck, your makeup is messed up, girl. You smeared it just a tad bit. You got tickets around your neck as almost like a tie. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. This is brilliance. This is drag. This is everything to me. I love it so much. Oh, favorite outfit of the night. Yep, just for all of it. Like, it's so good. It's so well put together. Plus. All right, so we talked about this before. If you are not the winning group, you are automatically in the bottom and possibly up for elimination. So your runway will then have to take up a majority of the score. If not, then the performance itself is what's going to be that takes it over. No surprise to most of us here who watched this episode, because if it had been the other group, I would have felt some kind of strange. But the United King dolls are the winners of this week's challenge. That means Bimini, Taste, Ahura, and Lawrence Chady get Ru-Pita badges. Honey, Lawrence is sitting heavy with the badges. Taste finally has one, Ahura finally has one, and Bimini finally has one. I love it. Oh, that leaves the other group with no badges and up for possible elimination. Now, I was not ready for it. I was not ready for this. 7 months time off was good for RuPaul because she came back ready to cut somebody up. Miss Joe Black, when you said H&M and was being cute about it, RuPaul was not having it. I don't want to see any more fucking H&M. I'm like, but you didn't say nothing for season 3. I'm gonna be quiet. Yes, she did. She was getting tired of off the rack stuff. We had this conversation. However, I felt Rue's anger. I felt Rue's just, like, it was like, I'm so over this. Like, I've done this so many times. We've done this over and over again. These queens have seen me on seasons. They've seen how I reacted to stuff. Why are you coming out here looking like that? Even if it's for the challenge itself. This is amazing with your runway, but you came out on the challenge not giving a fuck. I want to see different. I want to see new. I want to see something interesting. I was like, you do? Okay. I find it funny that RuPaul was like upset because other times I see her on seasons giving queens who do buy store-bought things passes along the way or whatnot. And girls who don't have any kind of anything going on passes because production is like, they're a good TV, keep them going. So yeah, I hear all that and I'm like, I get it. It's just, I'm like, do you practice what you preach every season? Or is this just right now because you came back off of your break and you like, bitch, did you really come up here looking like this? That's all I'm saying with RuPaul in that situation. Tia Coffee was also given the business too because once again, it's like, girl, I just told you what to do. And you've had a break in time to think about that. And you come up in here looking like a misshapen ice cream cone? What kind of Mr. Frosty bullshit is this? Like, no. She was pressed. She was pissed. She was not happy. Not happy at all. But I was entertained. And I also was like, oh, it's nice to see this RuPaul back on our screens again. Okay? It's been a while since we've seen her cut up this way. Been a while. I believe it was the Shakespeare episode, season 7. She got a little rowdy about it. Maybe season 9 too, a little bit. Just a tad bit. Reunion tease type of stuff. Or was that season 10? That was season 10. Not for Valentina season, but for season 10. Okay. So RuPaul goes in. Michelle gets a couple digs and drags in there. MNEK is too nice for this. Graham Norton chuckles a little bit of his criticisms in there, and then that's that, okay? In Untucked, we have our sister a horror moment. We have everybody come in the back. I feel so bad. I feel so this. I can't believe I may have to lip sync Joe. Well, queens, I'm back here again. All that good stuff. Right? All right, so our bottom 2 queens that have to lip sync this week are, unfortunately, Miss Tia Coffee and just returned back into the competition, Joe Black. The song is Don't Leave Me This Way by the Common Arts. Is that how you say it? Common Arts? I feel like I've heard a different version of this song covered by somebody else. I can't think of the artist though, but I feel like I've heard it. I know this song though. Good song. I did not care for this lip sync though, just to be honest with you. No shade, but Tia, I literally saw the exact same routine that you gave to the Dua Lipa song versus Estina, except you didn't do the backbend part. No shade, but yeah, that's what I saw. Same knee slam, same point to this direction move, same. So I was a little, okay. But I did see your energy. I saw when you lift up the skirt and we got your red boy panties. There was this funny part when she was about to do her slide or whatever roll you want to call that. And she's looking at them and going, wait, just 1 minute. I got to do this little run through. That was cute. I was here for that. Joe Black. I love your aesthetic. I love your style. I love how you carry yourself, including when you lip sync. However, it just was not keeping up with Tia at this current juncture. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. This was okay. To be real here, Tia won that at the end of the lip sync. Like that random horrible dip and then the sitting back up and turning like, oh, we're finished. That really sold it. I think that sold it the best to me for that lip sync. Yeah. So, yeah. We already can guess this one. Tia Coffee, Shantae, you stay. Joe Black, once again, sashay away. Giving her signature exit call, which was, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Charles. I think that Joe figured, okay, yeah, we didn't do well. This was bad. They're definitely going to send me home. Compared to these queens that have been here. 7 queens remain in the competition. Who will be eliminated next week? We'll find out. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. If I forgot anything, we'll be discussing it on the Sunday panel. Please make sure to remind me in the comment section, or I actually would prefer once we get to the Sunday panel, if that's something y'all hit in the comments, so that way we can highlight those moments here if we forgot anything with this week's episode. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget we have season 13 tomorrow that you'll be catching a review on, and then again, the Sunday panel on Sunday. And hopefully we'll get back to Fortunate Rants soon here, for those who have been asking. All right, everybody, hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. We'll talk again soon. All right.